Right, morning guys and ladies. So I think I always say we have to look at the zoomed out view, but this is now completely zoomed out, so I've had to go to a Gemini chart that goes back this far to that previous high of $20,000. It was actually put in at 19,999, so just $1 below 20, and then it took us a very long time to actually break that level. So that was like the probably 2018. What was that? 27 end of 2017, yeah, beginning of 2018, and then up to December 2020 to actually get to that high again. And that was quite a long bear market. Anyway, so that's a significant level, that 20,000. So I'm just going to go back to one of my charts. So just going in a bit more locally here. So there's the all-time high, and there's that well, we didn't quite make the $48,000 pivot, and then that hard drop down to the $25,000 area, and those are quite significant pivots. So if I pull my Fibonacci, down from the top to the bottom pivot, you can see we've got to that minus 0.309 level, which is quite a significant level on the Fibonacci. So I've added these Fibonacci levels since I last made a video. So let me just get this on and show it to you. So you can just pause your screen and add those levels. So it's not my own levels. I got this from quite a good trader. His name is Tom Jones. He's not a artist or a singer, and he's much younger. So you can see there's my 618 and the 66, which I always used, and it's just got the inverse levels. On the other side, the 382 and the 34, and then the colors are inverse to the ones above. That's the one thing I wanted to show you. I'm just going to switch that off. And then if we go back here, so the only significance or a reference we have is this little area here. So now we found, you see there was a bit of resistance or support there, which you can see there, and now we found our next support, but below that we're probably going to go down to this zone here, $10,000. So there isn't much support down there. So just looking at those, I had these marked on my chart before, these swing failure patterns. So those were the lows of that area. Let's just go in there to have a better look. So you can see I marked it with my magnet on there and there. And let's just go to what was this, late last night, and you can see that touch to the dollar of that swing failure. So I'm not 100% happy with that. I think we're probably gonna at least take it out, just go below that, because there would be a lot of liquidity stop losses lying there, and it didn't touch it. So those longs were defending that position. While we are here, I'm just going to use the Fibonacci, and so we just figure out what's going to happen next. So normally we work from a pivot, so I would prefer to work from that pivot. I'll move it up there just now, just for better perspective. So if you look at these, that was our last pivot before we dropped. We pushed back right into that 618 perfect, and then down again. Very bearish. We are below. As long as we stay below this VWAP, we are it's quite bearish. Once we reclaim that VWAP, then we might have some upside. So yes, we did put in a high, we put in a higher low, but now we need to break that higher high, otherwise we're just going to drop further. If I just move it up to that significant pivot, which I like a bit better, you can see it touch the 0.5. So that's also, it's not an accepted Fibonacci level, but it is used quite often, because for obvious reasons it's 50%, and there was a bit of a level there put in. Alright, so I'm going to close that off at that level. Yeah, now let me go back to our significant area there back in 2020, and then I had a mini range in there, so we had already cleared that range, so we're below here now, so that's irrelevant now. So this is our little zone we are in now. Let me just open this up and I'll show you what I did here. So I take the bottom of the range, and it's obviously marked as a swing failure here, and then the range low and the range high, and then I put pull my fixed range from where this low was put in, that candle that broke into this range. So my fixed range starts there, and then this, the high of the range, the candle that took us out of the range, that's where my fixed range stops. So I hope you understand that. Let me just I'll hide this and I'll do it again. So I go on this candle here, switch off the magnet, go across, and it was in that candle there, and then I go to that high of the range there, and it was in that candle there. And then you see there's the value area high, the point of control, and the value area low. So those are significant levels. Let's just put it on auto again, and then we zoom out and we go across. We can go into the 1 hour. Now you can see we stopped exactly at the bottom there. Swing failure just above it, went back to the value area high, and there was the point of control. We played around there. Let's just go down to the 15 minutes to see what actually happened there. See, as we came down, we touched on the point of control, always a significant level. Tried to push up again, went above it, value area high, bounced there, back to the point of control, broke through it, back test, there's your short there. Go right down, a little bit of reaction on the value area low, not much, just go down to the low of that range, and then back up to the value area high, and then play around the point of control, and now we're just dropping down. So that so first of all, we need to get above a value VWAP, this green line here. I'm just going to show it again for those. No, that's the wrong VWAP. That one there, I just leave it on standard session and just leave those settings exactly as it is. So there you have it. So we need to obviously stay inside this range for a possible upside. Reclaim the point of control, make a new high there, a higher high, and if we come down, not make a lower than this, and then reclaim that range high. That's our first priority for well, today and come Monday. I don't think there's much can happen over the weekend, except for that we can drop lower because there's no significant big traders on the weekend, so then the market can be, all this can happen. Right, so that's my view. I just want to go into these levels. I just swapped to another chart to show you my levels. This is a weekly level that came across from the other side. You see there was also some reaction. That's why these horizontal levels are so critical. And there's a daily that comes from across there. You see we broke through, retested, or claimed the daily, and now we're just pushing up against the VWAP. So there is another daily below us, 17. I'm just going to go back to that previous chart. Go back to the daily. Yeah, it's a bit slow when I make a video. So yeah, what I just wanted to end off with is this last, let me just close that that fixed range and zoom in here. I really think there's like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if the chances are really good that we take out that low there, and I think there was a lot of stop losses below this because this was a significant low, so I wouldn't be surprised that we actually go down to 16,200 to take that out, and then well, I really hope for the rest of the people in crypto that we actually bounce from here, because you can see there our next stop is basically 14,000 or the 13,000, but we'll probably get pulled into this zone, into this range here from 14 to 3,000. This is quite significant. Anyway, that's it for the day. Keep your eyes on the charts, and I'll start making a few more videos now because we in quite a significant area, and I don't want people to just like they say, they used to say FOMO in, and nowadays they say ape in, and say this is the low, because we can actually go down to 13 and to $7,000. So there's a lot of negativity in the market now, but just remember, when everybody around you talks about crypto, that's the time to sell, and when everybody says crypto is now done, and broken, then it's time to buy. But I still want to buy the right level, so I need to see a sign of strength. So first see like a reclaim confirmation that we stay above these levels. I mean, buying there or buying there is still really good buys when we pass the all-time highs. But I'm not too concerned to buy the actual bottom there or 10. I want to see a sign of strength, and until then I'm shorting. I can just show you, just end off with that. I had a beautiful short there on Ethereum yesterday, perfect entry there. Look at my small stop loss. I had aggressive, I didn't know we were going to go that deep, so I had a third of my position closed there, another third there, and 20% there, so 80% closed there. So I didn't have any benefit of this. I just took a chance and set another 10% right at the bottom here, because I thought, I think, yeah, anyway, this is probably where Ethereum is heading. There's the next market structure, so there's not a lot of support below this. The next support is there, so maybe I got stopped out. Maybe we go there, but that was in the middle of the night. There was another entry. There were two entries, but anyway, that was quite a good ride. And then I also had a short on band. Well, I've still got this one open, but also quite aggressive there. I had my take profit one, so I start these trades as a scalp. So I did have 3 attempts here. So the first attempt, I think, was around there, my first take profit, and then I got stopped out, and then I entered again around there and I got stopped out, and this was my third. So my first attempt was a small winning trade, second attempt a losing trade, not massive, and this was my third attempt, because my setup just kept on improving, so I couldn't, well, I can let it go, but I didn't want to let it go. There was quite a significant, I think up to that point there was a big bearish divergence. I can't quite remember, but it just kept on improving the higher we went up. Yeah, so there 50% was closed there, just above VWAP, and then I had another significant there. You can see it was quite good because we rebounded off it, and then another one there, just 10%, 10%. So look at my take profit, another very good rebound. This take profit was here last night, and then I moved it because of this. I'm not going to go into that, but this is a channel line I've got here, and then I thought we might not come down again, so I moved it up to just to where the channel line is, but it would have anyway touched my previous, but that's just 10%, so I've just got another 10% open in band, but this one is like at 130% profit already. I actually made a mistake. I don't trade on 10x, and the default setting on Bybit was 10x. I am intended to trade on 3x, but I had a small position size because I'm still testing these divergence trades. So yeah, if you just want to spot trade, then let's just wait for a while to get confirmation that the market structure has changed. That's it. Cheers, guys.